You're listening to the Visionary Lifestyle Podcast, the show that's dedicated to raising consciousness and empowering you to activate your highest potential. I'm your host, Magda Freedom Rod. Hey there, warriors. This is a quick and special announcement to let you know that for a very limited time, I have a few spots open in my calendar, and I'm opening it up to a handful of people for one-on-one visionary lifestyle coaching. So whatever your lifestyle goals are, if you're looking to lose weight, learn to meditate, want to develop a custom yoga program, or finally get on that conscious eating path, I am here for you to help you work through whatever is stopping you from activating your highest potential so that you can deliver your gifts to the world. Send me a message or book directly a 25-minute free discovery call with me by going to visionary-lifestyle.com/services, and there look for my pick that says book now and book a call, and let's talk about it and see if we're a fit and see how I can support you today. Namaste. Greetings, Rainbow Warriors. I'm coming to you today from Bali, Indonesia. It's amazing to be here eating the nourishing tropical fruits, watching the sunsets on the beach, and connecting with so many activated rainbow warriors here. Bali really is one of those activated places on the planet, no question. Some say it's the best place in the world to do healing work, and I believe that. Everything about being here feels nourishing to me. If you haven't listened to my episodes recorded here at the Bali Spirit Festival, go back and listen to those shows. They'll give you a real taste of what it's like to be on the ground here. And coming up after this season from India will be another season of the Bali Spirit Festival, so stay tuned for that. In fact, the last time I saw our guest was exactly there, even though I met her in Rishikesh, India. Our guest today is Prabhavati Dwabha. Dwabha, as she's called, is an icon of the Rishikesh community. I used to see her around and wonder who she was. She definitely makes an impression. Before we met, each time I saw her, I noticed that she seemed to be well known and respected. And as it turned out, she is the force behind this amazing charity I kept hearing about, known as Ramana's Garden. Dwabha has an amazing story and is the embodiment of a karma yogi, living her purpose, taking action to help others. And not just any others, but the poorest of the poor children. Each child that comes through the gate here arrives because they would be at risk of either being murdered, forced into prostitution, child labor, begging, starvation, or total neglect. Dwabha is an inspiration to many, and I have no question has not only dramatically improved, but also saved the lives of many, many children. What she has created with her organic farms, cafe, and school is a testament to her huge, compassionate heart and provides a template for the difference one person can make when they follow their inspiration and put it into action. Karma Yoga is the yoga of selfless action. Actions associated with being of benefit to others. This is seva, the act of being in service. If this is a novel concept to you, please go back and listen to the first episode of this podcast where I guide you through the 7 steps of activating your highest potential, because seva is one of them. As yogis and as humans on this earth, it is our responsibility to take care of ourselves so that we can take care of each other, to make ourselves healthy so that we can be a beneficial presence on the planet. And our guest is a wonderful role model for this. As I see it, she is fully in her dharma, her purpose, and her actions are an inspiration. She's a busy woman, and I was lucky to get her alone to ask her how it all began and where it's going in the future. Please do check out the website and lend your support to this very worthy project. And if you find yourself in Rishikesh, don't miss the chance to go visit Ramana's Garden. Your heart will be blown wide open, I promise. And watch my Instagram feeds for some pics of Ramana's Garden taken the same day that we did this interview. Find the links to ramanasgarden.org and more in the show notes at visionary-lifestyle.com. Enjoy and namaste. Prabhavati Dwabha, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you so much for giving me some of your time. I see how busy you are. We are here at Ramana's Garden. Could you please tell my listeners what this place is about and what the inspiration for it was?
Well, Ramana's Garden is a very unique concept for children. It's an absolutely free school for over 300 of the poorest of the poor. We only accept children from low-caste families. And it's a home for 70, but we're so lucky to be able to say 23 of them are in college. So we have 56 living in now. Again, you have to be from the very lowest, poorest segment of society to be in any way able to benefit. We're the only school of its nature in all of India.
Really?
In that we're absolutely free and we grow all our own food, as you just ate, you know.
Yes.
We not only feed all the school children, all the children who live in, but we are so abundant that we can have an organic cafe for people like you to come and have lunch or dinner or,
And learn about what you're doing here.
Yeah.
So you have organic gardens here, so the food in the restaurant is grown here.
Yes, absolutely. And all the food the children eat. We have our own cows. We're vegetarian, but for milk, for ghee, for butter, for paneer. And we have our own chickens for eggs. We, of course, don't eat the animals, but
Right. Thank goodness
they're
for
happy
that.
chickens, they're happy cows.
Yeah. And how much land is here? How big is this place? I don't know if I saw
Well,
the full
we have
scope of
4
it.
sites. This
Oh,
is the
okay.
headquarters. Then we have a 9-hectare of organic farm where most of the food is grown up in the hills.
Okay.
And it also serves as a summer camp because we get no electricity or water during hot time. It's all sold to Delhi. And so we have to move everything, the cows, the kids, the chickens, the goats. Everybody goes up and stays up there for the 2 intense hot months.
Okay. And so for the children that don't live on campus, where do they live?
No, if they're in college, they're in college hostels.
Right.
Oh, and the 300 in the school, they live under bits of plastic and shreds.
Yeah, the slums, essentially. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you'll see one of the films. We'll show you exactly.
Okay. So we'll make sure that we link to the film in the show notes.
It's called Where the River Begins.
Okay. We'll look for that, and we'll link to that. What's the inspiration? How did this begin, and how long has it been established?
We're in the cafe itself is only 11 years this year. The project for the children is 26 years this year. And I was with a spiritual teacher who brought me to the Ganga, so my first time to Ganga, and told me that I had to live on the banks of Ganga in a cave.
Wow.
Big stretch from my comfort zone, I can tell you, for 1 year. And it was there that I saw the plight of particularly the lowest caste. There was no school, no medical aid, extreme malnutrition.
Right.
Children died from an infected scratch. And it began just as you would do or anyone would do. When that's in front of you, you will do something. You'll clean a septic wound. You'll plant seeds and grow food and feed children. You know, just what to do.
So you did live in the cave?
Yes,
on
I
the
did.
banks of Ganga for a
That's
year.
where the first school started.
Really?
Yes.
And how many years ago was that?
26.
Okay, so it started directly
Right there.
following that.
Yeah, in that.
Oh, wow.
In that.
In that cave.
Yeah, the kids came for classes to learn to read and write their name, to treat their little infected wounds or major complications, whatever arose.
Wow.
And I had a garden and fed them lunch.
Oh,
and
my
it
goodness.
started and we never stopped.
Wow, and your guru is?
The one who sent me there
Yeah.
was Papaji, the descendant of Ramana, which is why this is called Ramana's Garden.
Okay, that was the next question.
Yeah,
okay, we got to
exactly.
that now. Wow, incredible. And so you've been doing only this ever since, I imagine.
Initially, I funded it by teaching around the world, but when I wound up having a baby on each hip and one on my back, it was too difficult to juggle between having to travel and teach and do this. So I stopped teaching, and I've just picked it up in the last 5 years again, but very, very minimally. But now my older kids have taken over the running. Like, I have nothing to do with the restaurant. You saw me there today. I have absolutely nothing to do with it.
Right, they're all running.
It's being run by the kids themselves, and the whole project's being run by another set of kids so that I'm free to travel and teach again, which will be happening in a really big way again.
Fantastic. What are you teaching?
I do a process that's only for women, working mostly with shadow work and meditation.
Oh.
And I'll be traveling, well, I'll be working the Bali Spirit Fest this year, so I'll be leaving in just 2 short weeks.
I'll be there. I'll see you there.
Well, there we are.
I was trying to figure out why you look so familiar. I don't know.
I've never done it.
Okay,
No.
So I've seen you
first.
around Rishikesh then.
Yeah.
You caught my eye, but I didn't know who you were. And when I walked in today, I said, there's that woman again, and it's you. I love this. Wow, okay.
So I'll start there, and then I'll move right on and to groups in Turkey, Romania, and possibly Czech Republic before I come back and take the kids to the mountain.
Take the kids to the mountain? What's that about?
We all have to move, remember? All chickens, cows, kids.
No, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just said that's the farm up. We have no water, no electricity.
Oh, you mean from here? I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
No, we move everybody.
Every year you
Yes.
do that? Oh, I didn't misunderstood.
For 2 months.
Okay. Oh, so you're going to move everybody up there for
Right.
2 months?
Yes.
Whoa, and then come back? And then come back because the electricity will be back?
Well, no, maybe, we would hope, but
Oh.
the school makes us open, the government makes us open the school on June 1st, so
Oh.
we will open again on June 1st.
Wow. Okay. And what's your main source of fundraising?
That, traveling, teaching.
Oh, so you're raising the money for the school?
No, I raise
mostly.
all of it.
And
yeah.
donations from people? I mean, how much?
Like
how much
your
does
friend gave today,
Yeah.
and then we'll have a big feast for the children on Friday. And
Right.
people come here and are touched and meet the kids and eat in the cafe and love the project and go back and do fundraising.
Yeah.
So when I'm not out teaching, or people come here, like the organizer of the Bhakti Fest, who's an extraordinary man in himself, Sridhar,
Right.
who got me over there to give me the Spiritual Humanitarian of the Year award for the Bhakti this year.
Oh my gosh. So you're going in September?
No, that was last
year.
September.
Okay.
So I got that, and that brought in money and awareness. And
Oh, wow.
yes, thank you, Sridhar.
Oh my gosh, I missed Bhakti Fest last year. I was traveling, but that's amazing to know. I would have seen you there as well
Right,
otherwise.
you would have.
Wow. Okay, so what's coming up in the future? You're going up into the mountains for the 2 months and hopefully coming back, maybe not, maybe
No,
you'll-
we have to come back. The
Okay.
government forces us to open the school
Oh, here,
on
on this location. Okay.
on the 1st of June.
Okay, so you will be back.
I will
And
be
then
back.
This will all continue.
Yes.
Are there other plans for expansion, or, I mean, it's probably plenty to manage what you've already got here.
We need to expand desperately, and we know that, but money is a really critical issue. We just slide under what we have to do now. And so there's the only piece of land left in the entire village touching ours. It's so amazing. We were saving the money to buy it, and finally had enough after saving for 5 years and actively doing fundraising to put aside enough. And on the day of the finalizing the papers, the money devalued, and our money was worthless.
All of it?
All of
To
it.
zero?
To zero.
No.
Yeah.
That feels like a setback, doesn't it?
That was real painful.
Oh my goodness.
So we're back. We're not okay. We have enough. We're working toward that right now. We have about half. And that's one of the reasons I'm hitting the road so hard right now.
It's $5,000 you need?
Oh no.
No.
It's 50,000.
Okay, I was going to say 5,000 should be
5,000 I would have
doable.
raised. I have
yeah.
raised.
Yeah. I
We
would
need
have-
50.
Okay.
And we're on that, and that's why I'm going to go and work in 2 short weeks, which
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm not ready.
Well, I'll see you there.
Yeah, okay.
You'll be ready.
You'll
have
see
2
if I
weeks
get
to
ready.
prepare.
All
You have
right.
2 weeks to prepare. So the kids are running the show here, you
Totally.
say, right? And these are kids that have been raised here
Yes,
since
the boy who runs the restaurant, I delivered him. He turned 20 yesterday.
you delivered him?
I delivered him.
Oh my gosh. And he turned 20 yesterday.
Yes.
He's running the show at the restaurant here.
The restaurant's his baby. I don't have anything to do with
And you
it.
delivered him. Oh my God. So these are all your children?
Yes, a couple of weeks ago I was sitting there with some new people chatting, and there was all this second level going on back there, and I said, oh my God, Dill, what are you doing? And he said, yeah, we're expanding here. And the people said to me, I thought you ran this. And I said, well, I used to.
Yeah.
And then I called him. I said, Oinek, what are you doing? He said, don't worry about it. It's all under control. And I said, but what are you doing? And he said, we don't have enough seating.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
And so we're building here. And I was like,
yeah, you're not even in the loop in the
I didn't
meetings
even
anymore.
know. And a whole, as you can see, there's a seating area for another 50.
Right.
Without even, I said, oh, okay. He said, you weren't here.
Yeah. So we went on without
I wasn't here, okay.
Right. So it'll this will just continue.
Yes.
Right? Ideally.
Yes. It looks like it's like on its way.
Oh my goodness. And why did you choose organic? I mean, this was 26 years ago. I mean,
because I found out there's zero regulation on the use of pesticides and fungicides. And the misuse is enormous. Just it's unthinkable.
Yeah.
And there's no way that I could sustain and feed that. My medical bills would be off the chart because kids would constantly be sick, if not dying.
Right, right.
We had to grow. And to grow is our biggest expense. To grow is 3 times or 5 times every year, it's more than to just buy it.
Yeah.
But we won't. I mean,
to buy the conventional stuff.
The poison.
Yeah, the poison.
Yeah, it's poison.
Right.
Deadly poison.
Yeah, I see your murals around the property here, and it's Save the Earth, and it's,
Well, a real wake-up call for us is because I didn't really understand it, and I was struggling to come to terms with how to do it, and doing it marginally. And one of our most brilliant students got a parasite from cabbage in her brain.
Oh, wow.
And it was such a wake-up call for me to see her turned into a zombie when she was brilliant. And they explained to me that that was from cabbage that we had actually cooked, but not 30 minutes because it would be mush. And that this parasite could live, I could see in the MRI the parasite traversing through her brain.
Oh my gosh.
And I said, how can I possibly do that?
Right.
How can I possibly deal with presenting a plate of food that may turn that child into a zombie or kill them?
But that was grown organic here?
No, it was before we
went
bought
organic.
the cabbage in the market.
Oh, so this was part of the inspiration to go organic. Okay.
And made chow mein with it. And with chow mein, the cabbage, of course, has to be crunchy.
Right, right.
You don't want a soggy, gooey thing. Well, if you don't want worms in your brain.
Oh my goodness. Well, what happened to her?
It's just absolutely miraculous. We gave her the drugs that we were told we had to, a terrible poison, which doesn't even enter the brain, and we knew that. But and for 1 year, she remained almost a zombie. And then she slowly began to be able to speak and move. And I really honor and love Gurmukh, who's head of Kundalini Yoga.
Right.
And she said, why don't you try sending over to Amritsar, to the Midi Pidi school, where they practice intensely yoga. And the doctors said that's very dangerous. She wasn't supposed to dance. She wasn't supposed to do any yoga. And she said, I want to do that. I'd rather risk than to live half dead. And she's fine now. She's a certified Kundalini teacher and just completed her undergrad work in psychology and is working on her master's right now in Amritsar.
Wow.
And wants to teach yoga with psychology.
Incredible.
Yes.
Wow.
And we don't know what happened to the worm. He's there, he's quiet, he's not there, but that's where we are today.
The yoga dissolved him, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Yoga is the great healer. That's
I do believe that.
Do you practice yoga?
Yes, sure. I wouldn't be able to do this. I do my Kundalini practice every morning.
Do you? Wow.
Yeah. Otherwise.
So when did you start?
Gurmukh. How long has it been now? Maybe at least 6, if not 7 years. Said to me, we love your work, and she's so supportive. She built us a yoga hall. That yoga hall right there is from her hand.
Oh, amazing.
And she said, we want to gift you. We're going to gift you our next course. I said, that's wonderful, but I'm not a yogi at all. I said, no, you come. It was advanced.
Really?
I haven't even done primary. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. I almost died. I would lay on the floor and cry. But I made it through and changed my life.
Right.
Totally and completely.
Yeah.
Can't not do it.
Yoga will do that, right?
It will do that.
Yeah.
Especially Kundalini.
Well,
So powerful.
I agree. I would argue that you've been a yogi this whole time because this is your karma yoga. This project is your karma yoga. So you're a karma yogi because yoga is, way much more than the asana and the kriya and all that.
Okay, well, I wasn't doing any I was doing qigong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, and so there is yoga here. Do the children do yoga
Yeah,
here
sure.
as well? Uh-huh.
The children do yoga. They become yoga teachers. The billboards you see as you come in for the hatha yoga, he's one of our boys.
Fantastic. And so the children that live here are orphans, is that right? No, they're not.
Some. You do not have to be an orphan to live here. You have to be so at risk that I am not sure you would be alive tomorrow if you're not here. Point blank.
So the ones that come in young, they stay, right?
Yeah, sure. Right through college if they can.
Right. And you're raising college funds for them as well. That's
Yes,
part of the program.
That's a huge part. That's the main reason I have to go and work. We have 17 that are eligible on top of the 23 this year.
Wow. So where do they go? Do they stay in India or they go?
One is in America at Madison on a full scholarship. The rest are somewhere in India, scattered anywhere I can get them a scholarship or pay it or do what we have to do.
And the school is where? Where's the school?
Here.
Right here on
Right
this property?
here, all over the place. Those are classrooms down there.
Okay. I thought there was another location somewhere.
No.
Okay. It's all right here.
It's all right here.
Centralized.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said you have 4 locations, so the other 3 are
for growing
food. Yeah. Just
Depends on
gardens.
the season. If you notice, now it looks great. In 2 weeks, it'll be nothing. Zero.
Right. It's high season now for
Hot.
the greens. And
Burns. Burns.
Yeah. Right now you have fields full of greens, but I can imagine when the temperature is higher, that's not happening.
Gone.
Yeah.
So then we have nothing but bindi.
The seed.
Bindi?
Bindi?
Bindi, what do you guys call it? Ladyfingers.
Oh, that's what grows when it's hot.
Here.
Okay.
And then we have another one that's even lower, where it's already onion only. And everything else will go up.
Yeah, so you go up into the mountain so it's cooler and you can continue growing the food. The food was delicious and amazing, by the way. I don't know who put the menu together and made the recipes.
Giant combination.
Yeah, it's really incredible. What beautiful work that you're doing here. I know you have other places to be and other things to do right now, and I'm so grateful that we just walked in and met spontaneously and organically today, and to find out we share a name. I'm Magdalena and you're Magdalena. And we're both from the United States. Wow.
Yes.
What a beautiful
And
synchronicity.
we'll both be at Bhakti Fest.
Yes.
So people
Or
will...
Bali Spirit Fest.
Right.
Yeah.
Not Bhakti Fest. Bali Spirit
Yeah.
Fest. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll both be there. So
You are an inspiration. You are a legend.
What are you doing there?
I will be doing interviews for my podcast.
Oh, perfect.
Just
So
like
you
I
can
did
come
last
and
year.
interview then.
Yeah.
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 The people that are...
And you're going to be teaching.
I'm going to be teaching.
So I will come to your workshop.
Wonderful.
And then I can, add some information about that into this interview as well.
That'll be great.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Good.
Full circle. Thank
Full
you for your
circle.
karma yoga. Thank you for your bright light and your huge heart and all the good that you're doing in the world. Thank you.
Thank you for
So nice
spreading
meeting
the
you.
word, because I'm too busy to do that.
My pleasure.
How?
Yeah.
This is the only way we have, is to feed people, to touch people one person at a time.
Yeah, and it's my pleasure to spread the story of the good news of projects like this. So thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Great. Thank you.
Today's episode is brought to you by the Conscious Eating 101 e-course. This is a 6-week online course aimed at empowering you to make food choices that are in alignment with your values. The program is based on ahimsa, also known as non-harm, and helps you make every bite that you take an expression of love, self-love, animal love, and planet love. The course offers 15 lessons and 20 nutritious and delicious recipes, and is offered over 6 weeks that you can do at your own pace. It includes lessons like plant-based nutrition, protein, dairy alternatives, the story on sugar, GMOs, label reading, and many more. If you're looking to increase your health and happiness, balance your weight, reduce your footprint on the planet, and align your food choices with your values, or are interested in being part of the solution to huge world problems like climate change, rainforest destruction, and world hunger, then this is the course for you. If this speaks to you, please check out consciouseating101.com today. Thanks so much for answering the call to be here today. I'm so glad you're part of our tribe of activated rainbow warriors. If you found the show in any way empowering or inspiring, I would be so grateful if you would share the show on social media or with friends and family that you think would benefit from these conversations. And also, rate and review the show in iTunes. This is really the very best way to help support the show and help us get noticed by others who are looking for the sort of content that we're sharing. Now notice there are no outside ads playing here. That's because the show is supported by you, the listener. You can become a patron of the show with a small monthly donation by checking out the perks on our Patreon page at patreon.com/visionary lifestyle and signing up there. There's also a one-time donation button on the podcast page of the website if that suits you better. And just so you know, your donations help to cover the necessary out-of-pocket monthly expenses to produce the show and will also help us grow so we can inspire and educate even more people. And hey tribe, I'd love to hear from you. Visit me at visionary-lifestyle.com and please tell me your comments and questions. I really look forward to connecting with you. I love you. Namaste.